Yeah.
Normally I'm pretty unforgiving with books and I judge it off like the first couple of chapters. If I don't like it, I'll just stop.
It's not a happy book or a sad book. It keeps messing with your expectations. You never know whether to think it's good or bad. It keeps trying to justify the way it throws what you're thinking.
As a reader, you automatically take the side of the protagonist and you think this must be the good character. And then as you read through the book, there's little things that make you think, oh.
He'll just say one thing and then you're like, what? What do you mean? And then you don't find out what it is for ages, but it keeps you wanting to read it because you want to know what he's talking about.
The build-up kind of leads you not to expect what's coming as such.
By the end of it, I hated him and I got really angry at it.
It completely went in a different way than that I imagined it to go as such.
I came away from Paul and his wife was just as bad. Slowly moved towards the other two who seem to have more of a conscience for their son's actions.
And how far do you go to protect your children?
How do you best bring up your children? What morals should you teach them, and how far should you go to protect them? Yeah.
We don't know what sort of lengths we go to protect our children anyway.
It makes me think, if I ever have children, what my relationship with them is going to be like, whether it's going to be as intense as the relationships in this book.
They're a well-to-do family eating in a really expensive restaurant that you would normally have to wait 3 months to get into. So it shows that it can happen to anyone. It's not just, it can happen in any kind of family.
It's definitely a book about moral values and family values and which is more important. And then you see a family in here who get it so wrong.
It's a really original storyline, I think, but one that a lot of people can relate to.
It's definitely not one that you should read if you don't want to think about what you're reading. It doesn't present it all to you on a plate. You have to really think it through.
I definitely recommend this book because I found it very interesting to read, and the way the tension is built from quite a slow start to very unexpected directions later in the book.
It is a realistic book, and I think that's one of the scary things about it, because nobody would want to believe that it is realistic, that parents would go that far for their children, but I think that they probably do all of the time.
We love our family. We shouldn't let that blind ourselves to the fact of what's right and wrong.